I am here today to talk about the frequency system, and I think the frequency system needs some work. I have tried it on stream yesterday. You're probably seeing it right now there. I've tried it. First of all, what is this new system? The frequency system is a parallel on the side extra power-up system that they introduced in 2.0, and basically it enhances your main Tetris piece of your resonance with different bonuses, different stats. Now, which stats depend on which type of frequency you decide to unlock. You don't level it up, you just unlock the choice of switching to a different frequency. You unlock the frequency itself. It's going to cost different type of materials. There are some more expensive one and some easier one to unlock. They give a little less. Now, the concept of this is really good. I think I like the concept, but the implementation at the moment is a little bit lacking because it's not worth the investment. Okay, so first of all, the way you level up your resonance and your frequency actually is by leveling up beyond R10. Leveling up beyond R10 is not necessarily a good thing or a thing that you really want to do. First of all, because it's expensive, and if you're free to play, you probably don't have so many caskets to be like shilling like that, right? First of all, that's the main problem. Second of all, let's assume it is worth, okay? Let's assume it is worth. Now you need to go to R13 to get the proper full list. It's probably not even full. I made it to R13 and I got like a decent amount of stats on my new frequency. Now the problem is those stats weren't as high as I expected them to be. Some didn't even level up. You lose HP, you lose the HP stat on some of them, or some of the frequency do not have the HP stat, so you are gaining a very little amount of critical rate, critical damage. Sure, you get like 12% incantation might or 18% ultimate might, but you're losing 1.7k HP on characters that maybe they're kind of squishy, maybe they're not tanks, right? So if you're playing a DPS, you're playing Joe or something, and now you're losing 2k HP, that is a lot, right? Especially in hard content. You know how hard they hit sometimes, especially when if you're trying to do like a triple S or something. So if you're losing all of these HP, you should be able to trade it with an equal crazy gain. If you're losing a crazy stats, you need to gain another crazy stat. So I want to see, if I lose 2k HP, I want to see 20% critical rate, 30% critical damage, and 30%, 25% incantation might, or 30% ultimate might, right? So this is the main problem of the frequency. All of the frequencies have different stats. Some have HP, some don't, and some are more specialized into going all in to a specific stat. There are some frequencies that only give you the basic stuff, and as extra they give you critical rate and critical damage basically, and nothing else. Some give you a bunch of everything. Some start with less and then they give you more and more and more and more the more you go further into the resonance. But considering that we have to go after 10, which means that every level is going to be -1 casket, the cost of all of this is going to be very big per character. Okay, so let's say you unlock a frequency. The frequency will start at level 6 and it will be missing many stats, and the stats themselves are going to be lower. Okay, now if you go to 11, you're going to level up this frequency once and you start getting a little more higher stats, a little more extra pops of new stats, and if you get to 12, nothing happens. Magic. And now on 13 it properly levels up to level 8. So you were at 6 at level 10, 7 at level 11, and now at level 13 at R13 you now are at level 8 on the frequency, which I'm assuming is going to be nothing at 14 and level 9 at 15. I don't know what level 9 is going to give you, but so far how it looks, I don't think it's worth, so I am going to not do it until they fix it, okay? I tried it on Lucy. I made Lucy from R10 to 13. Didn't work very well. I didn't think it was worth because I was gaining 40 attack and 1 or 2% critical rate and critical damage and 12% incantation might, but I was losing 2k HP, okay? And I used 3 caskets, multiple orange materials, multiple yellow materials to unlock it and to get to R13. So I think, first of all, the system might be really good and has crazy potential, but even if it's, let's assume it's good, it's not going to be good on every character, so you need to be thinking which character I want to go beyond 10, which is already a big choice and not many people do it, especially free to play. So either make it free to switch, like just get like a new frequency for free, it's a couple materials, or make these gains be insane because I am using a lot of materials and this for now is not worth, okay? For now, but which means that in the future, this is the first iteration, the first version of the system. I don't know what CN people think. It's been like 20, not even 24 hours. It has been 24 hours, but you know, like it's very early on. People might not have tested too much. I have a feeling that this system is not going to be liked for now. They need to just tune the numbers though. It's not that big of a deal. Just tune the numbers. The moment you tune the numbers and it makes it worth to get to whatever you were trying to get, now it is cool, because basically what it does, you are going to see your main piece with a different color, a different frequency. It's going to be like orangey, let's say, and it's going to have inside the piece, it's going to have like a little logo, a little like pattern, right? So now it also matters which character you are trying to get the frequency of, because for example, Lucy has the plus symbol, while Ju is gonna have the Z symbol, okay? So that is really important to remember, because most of the time you are not going to know which elements, which stats are you gonna get, because there's no preview, right? So we also need a preview of, can I see this frequency at max level before I commit infinite amount of materials, before I waste a 5 or 3 plus caskets and like 7, 8, or 9 orange materials? Can I see how it's gonna look? Because I thought, for example, what I did with Lucy, I thought it was going to give me some HP eventually because it wasn't already leveled up. It was level 6. I'm sure at level 8 I will get it, right? You get to level 8 and you don't get it, and now you wasted 3 caskets. I didn't waste it because it was Lucy, still worth, big increase in damage, but you know what I mean, right? So you need to also be careful which main piece, the biggest one, the character is using, because depending on what that one has, your frequency for that piece is going to be different, and they might give you worse stats on stats that you really don't want, right? So Lucy lost HP from her basic plus. The frequency ones, some of them remove the HP, but they don't give you enough. So I mean, I at this point I'm yapping. So you know what I mean. They need to fix it. Number wise, it needs to be worth the expenses. It needs to be worth the materials. And we need to have some sort of preview, because I want to see if it's worth or not before I commit materials. Okay, so that was a little bit of an update. For now, the system requires a little bit of fixing. The potential and the logic behind it, the theory behind it is really good. I like it. It's going to be really fun to do, but it needs to work. For now, it doesn't. Hopefully they fix it. I'm pretty sure they are, because if CN people don't like it, it's going to take 2 seconds and they're going to fix it, okay? Well, next hot fix, in 24 hours more, it will be fixed. But I wanted to make this video because I wanted to talk about it. As usual, like you do your thing, like subscribe, follow my Twitch, go to Discord, go crazy, right? So thank you for watching and see you next time.